Hello, Lisa here. This is Arcadia Speaks. This is a reading for anybody who relates to working for the Army of the Lord. So when you go to sleep at night, you wake up, and you feel like you've done something, more than likely you've had. My theorems are based on Dolores Cannon's work, reading the Bible, personal experience, and being an ancient alien theorist. Now, this is for people who absolutely positively know they work within the dream time. And in the dream time, as the army of the Lord, we fight powers and principalities in high places. So I've already pre-shuffled and pre-pulled. These are the decks we're using. ET Experiencer cards. Some Moonology Oracle cards. We're going to read one Archangel Animal Oracle card. And we have the Star Seeds. The Starseed cards, okay? And then I'll pull tarot as needed. Bear with me here. Okay. Just a bit of a disclaimer, if you've never watched ET Experiencer cards being pulled, they can trigger memories. So be advised. If you don't want to have the memories, go. Please move. Thank you for being here, but just go ahead and move along. Now, oh, we don't want this one. Let's see. Should I pull a different card? Just go with these three. That was like the ET Oracle announcement, like this is the deck, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't realize I had that in there. Okay, so hybrid program. You are part of the hybrid program. Abductee. Somebody out there has been abducted. And you are special. So if you think you've been abducted, you have. And you're special enough to where you were brought back. Okay? And there are some of us out there that go through that. And sometimes, so you know, you might go through it more than one time. You are a genetic participant of the hybrid program. You've had a fearful contact experience, and your soul is unique. So, I know a bunch of you out there just recently had your hearts weighed. Certain ones of us our DNA is wanted, as you would say. So you're special. Maybe your experiences are special too. Old soul. Your soul is unique. I know after some time, when you rank up, the abduction stuff does stop. I think. I shouldn't say that. Let's see what the moons have to say. This one keeps coming up. You're very close to achieving your goal. This has been being pulled all week. And, ooh, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra, gibbous moon. And that, bear with me, I'm going to step away for a minute because it's important for us to know. I got a message earlier, something about this last quarter. So let's see where we are in moon cycles. The next full moon is November 5th. Monthly moon count. Boy, they got a lot of ads on this page. Let's see. Well, the last quarter is the 13th. The new moon is on the 21st. And the next first quarter is on the 29th. I'll show you that so you can look at the moon calendar for October. It's good to understand when the moons, where they are, because that's when they have ritual. And sometimes Spirit places things for me in readings so you have a bit of a timing. And new moon in Libra. So the new moon is on the 21st. Let's see. Let's do the starseed card. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. You probably can't see these cards for the glare. I apologize for that. I don't have the perfect setup for this, but hey, I do the best I can. So, star bathing. I can't even begin to express to you how important it is to sometimes go out at night and gaze in the stars. Especially if you get clearance, always ask, because we do fight things that are off planet sometimes, and sometimes they come around and stalk us, believe it or not. I know that sounds creepy, and some folks probably don't want to hear that. Always ask if it's a clear night, and you'll hear your angels respond. Whether you can or cannot go out. Usually they're out there listening to us. Boy, that opened up. And what this card means, that's star bathing. That's star family. Star keeper. Star keeper. Star brother. Star bathing. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the Earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many starseeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you may be called to begin working with the stars and grid work. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the Earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. Now, I'm not going to read any more of that because some of that is just people's supposition. But star bathing is important to us. We do transmit when we go look to the stars. You're going to be amazed at this, but people, they're out there. We are, some of us are receivers and some of us are, transmitters. When you go and you star bathe, they give you information and we send out information. The other thing they give us is energy activation, okay? It might not seem like you're doing anything, you're just enjoying the stars. So take a night off and go bask in the glory of the starlight. And if you have the opportunity to live somewhere where you can see like the Milky Way and the immensity, the enormity of the universe, then you're even luckier than most people, okay? Because you'll be contacting and pulling in energy and power from places you can't even imagine. So it's important when you're aware and awakened to this that you do go and starbathe. Now, here's another thing, especially for the abductee. When you go through some significant adversity, more than likely if you've gone through the abductee scenario up there in space, you're going through trials and tribulations down here. You go out and speak to the stars and tell them your woes and tell them specifically how you would like to be relieved. And they'll work on it for you, okay? Because we are part of a star family. Please know this to be true. Okay. Oh my, rabbit. Chosen 144 on one of his readings just said, you're going to see a white rabbit. Rabbit, recognize your significance. Archangel Gabriel. So if you've been through something tough and scary, you're significant. I'm going to get the book on that too, because what's cool in this little deck with the animals is they tell you what planetary systems the critters come from. I enjoy that. I haven't really studied the book, but rabbit. Archangel Gabriel. Pure, warm-hearted rabbits originate from Orion. They heal hearts with wisdom as well as love. Every sentient being emits sounds that together create the song of the earth. Currently, Earth is discordant. However, Lady Gaia sings her true tune, and the rabbits hear this. Part of the rabbit's soul mission is to relay these notes through their energy fields in order to bring everything into harmonic alignment. Their aim is to enable us all to ascend graciously. Watch your thoughts and actions. We want to be in light and love. Speak, hum, or sing with the intention of being in harmony with the song of the earth. Know that your contribution is helping the entire universe to align in divine right order. Yeah, I didn't read the whole thing, I kind of paraphrased, but yeah, coming from the heart space. Interesting. Gabriel. You have been abducted and the rabbit came out. If you feel like this is speaking to you, Archangel Gabriel is your guardian angel. And those of us who go up there and fight, we fight with the angels. So, and the other thing that starbathing does, it's got healing energy in it. So if we've taken on a lot of hits from people who participate in witchcraft gangs, the starlight will help cleanse some of that. Okay. That's an interesting message. We're almost finished with a particular battle. I know what this next battle is. We're not gonna... it's interesting. Do you want me to pull any tarot for the group today? Do you want the crows? I'm using Crow Tarot. Excuse me, it's very early in the morning here. I got up very early. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to tell us today through the cards. We got Ace of Swords, a Five of Cups, a Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, and a Page of Swords. Somebody did an action that brought regret. And it might have involved cutting. I just keep hearing cut. Cut. They wanted to cut a celebration or love. Pentacles is not just money. It's all the wonderful things in earthly pleasure, passion, physical, money. It could involve money. They wanted to cut and bring regret to a celebration, to a very pleasurable celebration, and it involves the magician or a magician, someone who really carries weight and understands the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles. Somebody who's kind of risen. Somebody's done something to cut this celebration of the magician as a message, to send a message. Do you want more cards on this? I have to wonder, magician, were you the abductee, and that was part of the way they were going to take you out? These cards want to jump out, so let's see what they say. Ooh, the devil. Messenger was the devil. Seven of Swords, which is sneaky, behind your back behavior. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles. So the devil inspired a Queen of Pentacles to work on pulling you back from and restraining you from celebrating. And the devil also means this person made the decision to be sneaky about it and send in her minions, as it were. They're saying some more cards. The Queen of Pentacles, or a Queen of Pentacles. Earthy. I'm hearing an earth sign. Queen of Pentacles. Who's greedy? I heard greedy. Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Three of Pentacles. These cards come up over and over and over again. And strength. Infinite strength. So, greedy doesn't want the Magician to be balanced and stable and nest with this Nine of Wands, which is like a Sagittarius energy, a wounded warrior, a finely skilled warrior. And they think their conglomerate is strong, which it is, and they think they have the right and they're more powerful. Interesting. Now, I don't understand this woman, are they in a contract, you know? Are you in a contract with the Magician? Is that woman married to the Magician? They're saying no. Does the Queen of Pentacles just desire the Magician? And they say no. So it's about keeping this Nine of Wands repressed. So this Nine of Wands battles and speaks out because of the swords. They don't want this Nine of Wands giving messages as the Page of Swords to this Magician. And up here, I got the distinct impression from earlier this morning. I pull cards every morning, so this kind of piggybacks on to something. Let me see if I can find those notes. This will make this go on too long. I pulled cards, and it said, I wrote, Stupid Queen of Cups thought the strength of the coven would make someone lose focus and stop giving messages and the sharing of cups. If I had stopped, it would have towered one of you divine masculines. And I wrote, I guess, to go to her arms. But she doesn't really want anybody in her arms, according to this. She just wants to prove that her coven and her conglomerate has more strength than this Nine of Wands. So, I'm going to pull, we're going to get some additional information on this. As we need, because this Queen of Pentacles is whom we're all going to fight. And it's Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, and Aries, cardinal signs. I'm thinking this Queen of Pentacles is a Capricorn or a Libra. I think the Magician is a Cancer. And I think there's a bad Magician, Aries. Or else that Cancer has some Aries in his chart. Powerful. I don't know. This is such a freaking weird story. This card. And it is about it's about the throat chakra giving messages. I didn't realize the messages. Mercury, intellect. It says Virgo there. I don't know if a Virgo is involved. And Jupiter. Sagittarius, optimism. They don't like the message of optimism for the future. This person wants fear-based information out there. Doesn't want the optimism for a brighter future. That would hold back their objective, is what I hear. Let's get a little bit more on this. This is Tarot Familiars. As we fight, we learn to pray. As we fight, we learn to stay. We stay. We learn to stay grounded. Okay, let's see what they say. Let's see what they're going to say today. Okay. King of Wands. King of Cups. Justice. Dun, dun, dun. Four of Wands. Second time Four of Wands is up on the board. The Hangman. Eight of Wands. Second time Eight of Wands is up on the board too. And the Ace of Wands. Let's see. This King of Wands and King of Cups, I believe, is like one person. One person might call judgment on this situation or bring justice. Somebody is going to call justice or bring justice on the whole celebratory thing and show a different perspective. Or else somebody who's trying to be used as the hangman, like to be the bad guy, is going to send it right back very passionately. So that would be that magician. The magician's going to call justice. Actually, I think the justice is going to be, I don't think this has to do with a person, like a different perspective on the use of magic. And how it created passion to send it back. Because see, that wand is, they're all pointing like sending it back. I think this King of Wands, King of Cups, his justice is going to be showing how everything they did came back to them and that they wasted their time and they're really stupid. Stupid queen of whatever. That's how I'm reading it. Do I have the right take on that, Spirit? But you can take it how you want to see it. Because, seriously, when you look at the cards, there's the images. You all know the tarot. I know all of you who watch me know the tarot. So sometimes you come back and things play out. Things play out. Then you think about the cards and think, oh, wait a minute, that could have meant it a different way. So it's okay to do that too. So like if you see it different than I'm saying it, that's totally cool. If it works for you, it's meant for you that way. And when the tarot readers say, what do they say? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. If it resonates, it's for you. But if you, I don't know what she's saying, then it's not meant for you, okay? That's how that works. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody today. I am not going to go any further into the story. I think this story is almost done. And I'm just wondering. Spirit says we're good. The rabbit came up. So remember, starbathing, rabbit, grid workers, those of us who've had shit lives and have to move around or have to travel a lot of you actors and actresses are actually grid workers because you're high up on the social scale. You usually know how to keep yourselves in check and keep your energy elevated. So when you travel a lot, you're actually uplifting the energy of everyone around you. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to preach, you don't have to do anything. Just you being you. And then there's a lot of regular people who do that too. Some have autism. People with autism generate a lot of energy. As we move around this planet, we're elevating consciousness. There is a group, a cartel of people who work covens, who are trying to keep divine masculines and divine feminines apart. It's real important that we keep our divine feminines and masculines intact. And when we say that, it doesn't necessarily have to be men and women, it could be men, but the love union. It's about the love union being sacred. Obviously, the male and female one is God's preference, but love is love, okay? Love sends out that energy. But God is not so close-minded that you can't be. That's the way I am told. Positive energy is positive energy. The grid is real. The grid could be activated at this point in time, but there's a lot of people on the planet holding that back. Anyway, stay positive, everybody. And that's what they don't want me to tell you. All I know is if there's a coven conglomerate fighting me and my little stupid channel to stay not positive, then I'm doing the right thing. That's all I know, is if I'm fighting to keep my head above water, I'm doing something right. And I want you to think that about yourself as well. Anyway, thank you for being here. I hope you have an amazing week. I'm sorry I don't do these more often, but this conglomerate coven does everything they can to keep my technology from working easily on the internet. So that's why you don't see more of me, except on my other channel. Be well, people. Have a good day. Bye now.